96-kilometer track length that passes through 20 stations from Kalka up till Shimla, crossing through 894 bridges precisely and 103 tunnels. That is so breathtaking.
आए हैं बाई रोड और जा रहे हैं टॉय ट्रेन से।
I guess this is one of the best experiences to have.
एक सीन है जहाँ ऋषि कपूर और रीना रॉय का हाथ इस टिकट विंडो में फंसा हुआ है।
By the way, we are not going to bore you with history lessons.
So Sanjay Gera, he is station master of Summerhill railway station.
And he has many tales to tell, right?
He is a very famous man in BBC also.
Hello, namaste and a very good morning to all of you from a place where I guess every one of us has a memory to share. And as you can see, मैं यहाँ खड़ी हूँ शिमला railway station पे, which a lot of you may not be knowing is also UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now the agenda of the day is to take you back in time and with interesting tales about this ride in the hills. So as a Shimlaite, how my experience has been with the toy train. Well, hold on. I am not alone today. I have someone with me who has an in-depth knowledge and first-hand experience of the Kalka Shimla toy train. Sumit, who is a fellow Shimlaite, a bilingual writer, explorer and a travel enthusiast. So we're going to take this train journey together and share our experiences being Shimlaites, travel enthusiasts. The train is coming. And of course share a lot of other interesting anecdotes, stories from the town and the history. And without much ado, let's take it.
The actual building of Shimla railway station, which was built in 1903, that got demolished in 1941 due to very heavy snowfall. So what you see here today, this is the latest one. You see, I have spent my childhood on this railway station. It has been my playground because my father was here, posted here. So that time also, what you are seeing now was as it is.
So only the wooden work has been done, the restoration work.
This is recent, very recent. Only 2 years ago it was done. ये देखिए मैनुअली इसको जोड़ा जाता है इंजन को। धीरे धीरे इंजन जो है डब्बों के पास आएगा और एक आदमी इसके अंदर खड़ा होकर इसके लीवर को डब्बे के हुक में डालता है, यानी बोगी के हुक में डालता है। मगर यहाँ पे अभी ये ट्रेडिशनल वे में चल रहा है।
After a gap of almost 2 decades, I was finally on my shorter this time, yet one of the most eagerly awaited toy train rides. I rather call it my joy ride, reliving childhood memories as it began to wheel, gradually gaining speed, and as it entered into one of the first pitch dark tunnels, number 103, it was like going back into time. और वो बहुत सारा मजा और मस्ती सब कुछ आंखों के सामने जैसे उभरने लगा. Before we arrived at our first station on the way for some interesting dose of history about this precious heritage. कुछ ऐसी कहानियां जो आपको वक्त में पीछे तो ले जाती हैं, but will also leave you wondering about how intelligently things were undertaken during that era.
So this is the Summerhill railway station behind me, where I have a lot of memories from the childhood. When I came to Shimla as a child, we stayed here near Baluganj, और मुझे याद है हम शाम को खेलते कूदते यहाँ पहुँच जाया करते थे.
Actually, in European countries, railway had already started somewhere in 1830s or 40s. But in India, it had not come till 1853. The first railway everybody knows, which ran between Mumbai and Thane. But in 1847, one journalist had already made a sketch of Kalka Shimla railway. So all the surveys later on, they were done on the basis of that sketch. And by that time, there was no railway to Shimla was not even in the dreams. Then they started doing the surveys. और उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि 1864 में Shimla was declared as summer capital, and the government started sitting here. And every summer they used to move the entire summer capital from the plains to the hills. On the basis of that sketch, that several surveys took place. Final survey actually took place in 1895, and in 1898 they initiated with the project of Kalka Shimla railway from Kalka. It was 30th April 1898 when they started building this railway by bringing all the material from Scotland and England. You talk about rolling stock, you talk about signalling system, you talk about communication system, you talk about railway tracks, you talk even the nuts and bolts, everything was brought from there. And within 5 years and 6 months, the whole project, by building 20 railway stations, 107 tunnels originally, later on it became 103, 894 bridges, similar number of curves, 5 years, 6 months. That's the story of Kalka Shimla Railway in brief.
As usual, Shimla का weather completely unpredictable. कभी धूप तो कभी छाँव. But I was thoroughly enjoying my ride, waiting to get down at the next station and adding some more facts to my history lessons from Sumit.
So when they were about to finish the work of Kalka Shimla Railway, from Taradevi, we are standing at Taradevi railway station. From Taradevi, if they wanted, they could go straight away to Shimla, which is only 4 kilometers of distance. But they decided to extend it by 12 more kilometers and take a loop around Prospectus Hill and Summerhill and past Jatog also. The reason was, Jatog is a cantonment, so that was the railway was the requirement of the army, and Summerhill had the Viceregal Lodge on top of it. So the Viceroy wanted to have a railway track close to him. This also added some of the tunnels to the total number, and the bridges and the curves, of course. And when the train goes through Summerhill and when you travel on train between Taradevi and Jatog, the Himalayan vista that you see, the amazing landscape and the views is just amazing. It drives you crazy. And also the forest, you suddenly start going through a transformation of the vegetation from pine forest or oak forest to cedar forest. All of a sudden, the views shift from left to right and right to left. And when it enters the tunnels and comes out of the tunnel, everybody goes crazy about it. These are actually sidelines which are built on some railway stations. In case कोई गाड़ी खराब हो गई है, कोई इंजन खराब हो गया, so you can park it there.
Okay.
It terminates after some distance. It terminates.
तभी इनका रखरखाव जरूरी है.
Of course, yes.
मैं स्टेशन अधीक्षक के पद पर समरी रेलवे स्टेशन पे कार्यरत हूँ. ये हमारे यहाँ नील्स टोकन इंस्ट्रूमेंट लगे हुए हैं. इन इंस्ट्रूमेंट का जो इन्वेंशन किया था वो मिस्टर नील्स ने किया था, जो जिप रेलवे में थे, जिसको आजकल सेंट्रल रेलवे के नाम से जानते हैं. ये इलेक्ट्रोमैकेनिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जिसका प्रयोग हम करते हैं. इसमें से ये जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, एक बॉल निकलती है. इस बॉल को हम टोकन के नाम से जानते हैं. जब किसी ट्रेन को हमें चलाना होता है अपने स्टेशन से, तो अथॉरिटी टू प्रोसीड में ये बॉल ड्राइवर को हैंड ओवर करते हैं और उस बॉल को एक छल्ले में बांधा जाता है, एक रिंग में बांधा जाता है. उस रिंग में बांध के ट्रेन के ड्राइवर को दिया जाता है ताकि वो नेक्स्ट स्टेशन तक प्रोसीड कर सके.
So there are always some perks of working in certain professions, and one of them is meeting celebrities when they come to the hill stations for the shootings, and he has similar tales to tell.
मेरे लिए एक बहुत मेमोरेबल मोमेंट थी जब मैं मिस्टर रणवीर कपूर, जो एक फिल्म स्टार है, काफ़ी फेमस हैं, मुझे मिलने का मौका मिला. ये बात है सन 2015 की. वो एक फ़िल्म की शूटिंग के सिलसिले में शिमला रेलवे स्टेशन पर आए थे और उस दौरान मेरे ऑफिस में लगभग मैंने उनके साथ आधा घंटे का समय उनके साथ शेयर किया था और एक बहुत यादगार पल है मेरे लिए ना. मतलब मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा उनसे मिलकर.
मुझे बचपन से फैसिनेशन थी ट्रेन्स को लेकर, और क्योंकि आई थिंक हिमाचल के लोगों को ट्रेन का सफ़र इतना ज़्यादा नसीब नहीं होता था. एंड व्हेनेवर वी डिड इट, इट वाज लाइक फैंटेसी, ड्रीम कम ट्रू वंस इन अ वाइल व्हेन वी यूज्ड टू गो बैक टू द प्लेन्स इन आवर हॉलीडेज ड्यूरिंग विंटर्स, या कभी कभी अगर समर्स में मौका मिलता था. तो मेरी चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज बहुत थोड़ी लेकिन बहुत अच्छी हैं. सो I always was on a lookout कि कोई मौका मिले and we could go. But since you were born here and your father was employed with the railways, so something interesting that you would like to share with us.
The Shimla railway station has been my playground, as I already said.
Yeah.
I used to, we used to play there. The boys, in the evening after 5:30, the last train would move, and we would go there and do skating.
Okay. Yeah. So you had ample space to.
We had ample space.
But, since Shimla is devoid of many playgrounds.
Then I have seen many Bollywood movies being shot here.
Oh, great! Yeah. I was intrigued by this movie called Kudrat. I think मैंने जितनी बार उसे देखा, I can't forget that the scenes that they shot in the train there.
That was the first time I saw Rajesh Khanna, Vinod Khanna, and Hema Malini. I was a kid at
Must
that
have
time.
been a child.
Yeah, because my father was in railways and he was in charge of railway station. He was the train examiner at that time, not the in charge. But he was in charge for making all the arrangements for the shooting.
For the shooting.
So he took us there. He said, "चलो आपको मैं हीरो हीरोइन से मिलवाऊंगा." we
So must have been like crazy. I remember seeing Shah Rukh Khan here in Shimla once. So उस ज़माने में तो I think और भी बड़ा क्रेज रहा होगा.
उस समय ये था, मुझे एक
राजेश खन्ना was a superstar.
No, एक इंसिडेंट मुझे याद है मेरे फादर का. One day, rail car was about to move, and my father went inside just to check. So एक सरदार जी, he was sitting on a seat or somebody else was requesting him, this is my seat.
Okay.
So सरदार जी said कि नहीं जी मैं तो बैठ गया हूँ. And the man who was actually requesting him, do you know who was he? He was Raj Kapoor.
Oh really?
He was
He
Mr.
didn't
Raj.
recognize
He
Raj.
didn't recognize him. My father recognized him immediately. Oh, राज साहब आप जी मैं शूटिंग पे आया था. मैं तो ट्रेन में वापस जा रहा
So many celebrities have been
Many celebrities.
on this toy train ride, right?
हूँ। Oh yes, many. एक और मुझे इंसिडेंट याद है, 20th May 1976. That was the day when we moved out of Shimla. My father got transferred. तो सारा सामान गाड़ी में रखा, हम लोग बैठ गए. Suddenly we came to know कि समर हिल रेलवे स्टेशन पे some film shooting is going on. So that film was बदलते रिश्ते. बदलते रिश्ते में एक सीन है जहाँ ऋषि कपूर और रीना रॉय का हाथ इस टिकट विंडो में फंसा हुआ है.
Okay,
इस
so that
टिकट
was
में.
shot here,
That was
guys.
shot here.
Okay.
और पीछे ट्रेन जा रही है और हम लोग उसमें बैठे हुए थे.
Okay.